Now, this is part 2 of Tribulation and Persecution, November. I just about said October. I'm still not used to the November thing yet. Seems like this year's flew by in ways, but in other ways it feels like it's been forever long. November 5th, 12:30 a.m. 2022. But as I was saying, as I come out of part 1 into this part, oh, there I went. Happened in the dollar stores. It happened everywhere. Oh my gosh, it just, yeah. And I know, it doesn't embarrass me. It may bother those that are with me, but it doesn't embarrass me. I am not ashamed of my Lord. If more people was doing this that's in the church, it wouldn't be such a, what's the word I need here, Lord? It wouldn't have such a stigmatism on it, that it would seem so out of place. That people would treat you as though you're doing something like a cardinal sin and doing something utterly wrong. Speaking in the tongue of angels is never doing something wrong. Unless, of course, you're speaking in the tongues of the fallen angels. That I wouldn't recommend. Don't tell me the devil don't speak in tongues. They're fallen after all. Y'all think it's already happened. I might as well. Anyways, I want to get into this word, and what I'm about to read absolutely goes with the rest of this whole thing. And like I said, this is liable to be a really long series with several parts because there's much to cover that I feel impressed upon me. Like I said, seeing things that have vexed me in my spirit from comment to comment or message to message, I realize that people are lacking a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And it's because they don't really pray about things. They don't seek God. They don't seek the wisdom of God, and they don't listen when He speaks back to them. Anyways, getting into this, 2 Peter chapter 2. But there were false prophets. Now we know, this is going to happen in the last days a lot. We know there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately, which means in secret, privately, shall bring in damnable, which means wrong teachings, damnable heresies. Now, heresies is anything that is against the one true faith. That's what heresy is. So, we see a lot of this going on because Jesus is the true faith. And if you're not in that, you're committing heresies. Anyways, even denying the Lord that brought them, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, which means evil, there, ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoke of. That means because of them, the truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness, which is greed, shall they with feigned words, which means false, with false words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not. That means it don't linger anymore. We're coming into the judgment time. And their damnation slumbereth not. No, because it's about time to go. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment. Now listen what he said right there. He cast them down from heaven to hell. What is down from heaven? The earth. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah. Now let me back up there for one more second, because I skipped over the where they were reserved in darkness. What time are we in now? Darkness. Reserved unto judgment, and here we are coming upon judgment. Anyways, and spared not the old world, which means ancient world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. Noah brought in the flood upon the ungodly because of his acts of obedience. And turning the cities of Sodom, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample, which means illustration, unto those that are, or that after should live ungodly. Notice this, ungodly. These people lived ungodly. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For the righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation. That's why we should say his prayer every day. It covers that. But you got to mean it from your heart. You got to want his will to happen. He has promised in his word that if we delight ourselves in him, he will give us the desires of our heart. And my desire is that his will be done. That is the desires of my heart. That the will of Jesus be done. That he bless my brothers and sisters. That I love to see everyone get blessed. You know, I love to watch my brothers and sisters get blessed in the church. And it just, or anytime. I just love knowing they've been blessed. I am so thankful when I hear their testimonies and things with them. I am grateful to the Lord for answering. For the righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day. Now this is talking about Lot still. With their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment, to be punished. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness, and despise governments. I'm going to swoop over here right quick and show you what that despise means before I finish that. Belittle control. That's what that despise means. Just to let you know. Yes, they despise governments. Presumptuous are they. Self-willed. Oh, yes. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Whereas angels, which are greater in power and might, bring not railing accusations against them before the Lord. But these are natural brute beasts. These that are doing these things are natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed. Speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. Now, but these are natural brute beasts. That's by instinct, is what that means. By instinct, they do these things. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are, and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. That means share your good things. You see what that said there? They are not afraid to riot in the daytime. See, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Have we seen any of these riots in the daytime? Oh, yes, a lot lately. A lot lately. Even around the world. Even around the world. And I'm going to break and go into part 3. I will see you in part 3, and we will pick it back up at verse 14 in part 3.